Well, hello, people. Hello, my family. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Well, hello. How you doing? I hope you guys having a good Saturday. Good Saturday, good weekend. Yeah, I hope everything is going good. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about the last and final factor or attribute of holism, which is achieving success. So this is the final one, and I think we have two more. So I might have to run into Monday, do the last one because I don't think I have time to do everything tomorrow to finish it up. So I might have to go one more day, and then we're going to start a new series, which I'm still debating what it's going to be on. So yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So without further ado, let's get into the message for today. So, the six factors of holism is achieving success. Okay, so success can be attained in several fields of life. Success can be achieved. You need to maintain a balance if you make every effort to succeed in life in only one area. Okay, other area of your life will suffer if you only trying to achieve one area. Okay, other area will suffer, and it cannot be called success, because if you only success in one area and all the other area in your life suffer, then it's not success. You're not living a successful life. So you need to set out to be successful in all area of your life while maintaining proper balance in all area. So attaining success cannot primarily means material well-being, because a lot of people think it's material well-being, because there are known cases where material well-being and unhappiness went hand in hand. Okay, so at every stage of your life, you should learn to be content with the little that you have. God bestow upon you. The little thing that God bestow upon you, you have to be happy with it. So you need to strive for more, because it is geared towards an increase in capacity to serve people. Okay? So you only able to maintain a balance if you able to succeed in a specific area. At the same time, other area of your life do not suffer. Okay, so some people choose their these area they want to succeed. Like a lot of people will choose the area they want to be succeed. You might want to succeed in raising your kids. Okay, some people might choose that area. I want to be a successful mom, or I want to be a successful dad, or I want to be a successful wife, or business person in a society, and so forth. So you are truly satisfied with that. Either you become a successful mother, successful wife, successful husband, a businessman in a society, and other stuff, right? So, example for as a student wants to be successful in finding a job after graduating from school, right? So when you realize your ability and talent and knowledge, you want to succeed in that area, right? So husband as a husband and a father, you want to success, you want to become a good family man. So a lot of people, those areas are more important to them than other areas. But as I'm saying that you have to be successful in order to call yourself a successful person, you have to be successful in all of these areas, being a wife, being a husband, being a whatever, in your job, you have to be, there has to be a balance. But if it's kind of like one side, you're successful on one side, that's not called successful, because everything has to balance out. Okay, so you need to um, decide for yourself whether you can be happy with only one attribute, because we talk about the seven of them, right? So you have to decide that. So it is enough for you to just be successful in any business activities and still be happy, or rushed into search for something else. So the peace with oneself and the people around it is inseparably related to performing one mission. So, for a holistic personality person, achieving success means they realize the realization of their gift, the realization of their talent, the realization of knowledge, their skills, the wisdom, uh, 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 and experience. This is expressed of oneself in the highest and the most authoritative form. Okay, so like a lot of people don't get that, right? That you have a gift. God has given you a gift. You have a talent, and that talent you need to showcase it. You need to showcase it to people. So Hansman Kane said this. He said success is not a key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. I read it again. He said he said success is not a key to happiness, because people think if I'm successful, I'm gonna be happy. Mm, 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 mm. That might be true, but that's not the absolute truth. Happiness is the key to your success. When you're happy, that lead to your success. So if you love what you're doing, you will find success. If you love what you're doing, but if you hate what you're doing, you know the story. Okay, so any achievement comes from realizing a relationship with people. So any achievement comes from the relationship with other people. Any achievement that you have. So all your achievements are made by people and for the sake of people. That is why you have all these achievements. I'm going to give you a story. Talk about, for example, Mother Teresa. Okay, in her story of holistic personality, for her, whatever she was doing is the benefit of mankind. It was not the benefit for herself. It was the benefit for our mankind. In her whole story, the way she lived her life, what she did until she left us here on earth, and people still make references to what she did, or quotes she said, or whatever she did. Everybody make references, and a lot of things that she started are still running today because of what she did while she was here on earth. So she was a holistic person, and she deliberately depressive herself of the joy of families, and not paying attention to how much labor of money. She was not too keen about money, but how people were getting help, how people were getting happy, how people were getting the help that they need, basically. She just decided to dedicate her life to serve people. That's all she did. She wants to serve people. She never complained. She never grumbled. She just smile, serve people, because that gave her joy. That's kind of give her a boost. That gave her like, try it. Try helping people. When you try helping people, it gives you this extra energy. It gives you this extra power in you. Try it. Don't be grumpy at work. Just try to be helpful. Even if people don't appreciate it, do it. Just do it. Because there are a lot of people that might appreciate it. You might not realize it, but they do. Okay? So, because of one person that might be somehow, don't give up something because one person complain about some kind of work that you're doing. Okay, so don't not strive for success. The more you seek it and make it your goal, the more you seek not to achieve it. So, success, like happiness, cannot be pursued. It has to be birthed. Okay, you need to answer the questions that I'm going to ask you right now. How do you react to today, to those who got in trouble and who found themselves in backyard of life? How do you react to it? Do you believe that our being in a better position is our merit, and that those who are in worse situations are to blame because they are inferior or a loser? Okay, think about that for a minute. Let us think in for a minute what I said. So a non-holistic person does not even realize that someone need them. That's how non-holistic person react. They don't realize they are blinded. They are blinded, but a holism person allow you to see that they need of the society on and not to focus on yourself or on the other problems. Okay, that's what holism allows you to see. So a holism pushes you to look for someone who lacks something. So in order to give it to them, so you pushes you to look for somebody that is lacking something so that you can provide that. But a non-holistic person, people who think that they have been successful, they are proudly boasting and have this. I have that. You don't have this. You don't have that. That's on non-holistic person. That's how they behave. They always boasting of what they have and what they don't have, or what you don't have, or what you lack, and all that kind of stuff. So living for oneself is like a river that does not flow. When you live for yourself, it's like a river that does not flow. It's just like it's steady water. Okay, like an evil smell, like that. Okay, it's just like still one place. That's living for oneself. But to achieve your goal, a man will completely devote himself to work. You complete yourself. You devote yourself to work, and neglecting a relationship with his loved ones, wife, children, and parents. Okay, to achieve your goals, you have to do that. Sometimes you have to do that. Okay, and also so it is important to remember that holism is the ability to be content. Remember that I always say that holism is the ability to be content. So if you are a person that and you're not content with the little that you have, you are not a holism person. You're non-holism. Okay? But if you're content with the little that I have, that makes you a holism person. Okay? So I have a question. This question I'm gonna ask. So are you able, you as a person, are you able in the course of achieving your success not to neglect other area of your life? Are you? But be happy and joyful? Can you be happy if you don't achieve success? If you are not reaching success at once, try again and again, right? Then calm down and live to enjoy your life. So the ability to content with a little does not mean that you shouldn't wish to achieve success or desire to achieve greater financial prosperity or better health or greater relationship with people. Now, you can do that, but you need to be content with the little that you have first. You can seek for more, but content. If I have more, great. If I don't have more, it's okay. I'm still happy with whatever I have. So, holism is the ability again to be content with a little. It is an inner characteristic of a person. Okay, a holism person is free, um, is a free person inside to seek any of the other seven attributes. So you can seek the other attribute, but the most important one that we talk about is knowing your mission here on earth. What is your mission? What are you supposed to be doing here? But if you don't know that and you're seeking all those other one and you miss that one, you've lost it all. Because you know to need to know your mission. When you need your mission, you know your mission, you invest in it, and then you can go and start seeking for the other ones, the other activate. Okay, so yeah, so that is all that I have to say about the seven attributes. Like if you miss it, I encourage you that you go back to my YouTube channel and go look at it, listen to them. My YouTube channel is Matilda Susan Bokno. I might write it here. Let me just type it. You go and watch it, and yeah, and catch yourself up because it will help you. It will help you. Yeah, and subscribe to it so that whenever there is a new update or a new video, you can get it. You can get an alert. And also, you can also subscribe to my Facebook. So whenever I'm online live, you will also get a notification about that too. So, so tomorrow for the next 2 days, I'm going to divide holism factors into categories according to their degrees of importance. So you probably don't want to miss the next two. So all the attributes that I've talked about are holism factors. I'm going to divide it into subcategories, and I'm going to rate them so the degree of importance. So you might not want to miss it tomorrow or the next day. I'll round it up, and then we're going to start something new. So I have two things in mind that I want to start before I go to ask you more question and give you the assignment for the day. So there's two questions that I would like to ask. Okay, there's two things. I want to do a kingdom series one, and also a relationship one. The relationship is a book review that I would like to do. It's called Am I Ready to Be a Husband? Because I know there are a lot of men out there that are not actually ready to be a husband, but guess what? They are in a relationship and they're making a lot of women's life miserable. It can be vice versa. It can be vice versa. Don't quote me on that. And there's also a book that called Am I Ready to Be a Wife? Okay, so there's this book about men because I know a lot of men are struggling today. They don't actually know their responsibility, what they're supposed to do. And because they don't know their responsibility as a man, they are malfunctioning, and because they're malfunctioning, so the women are malfunctioning, and then guess what, the children are malfunctioning. So it's kind of like a cycle that is going on, and then we're creating the same again. And yeah, that is why there are a lot of broken marriages today. There are a lot of divorces today because the men are not actually living up to their task, because they have a greater responsibility. Because if the man are functioning properly, the woman will be able to function properly, and the children will also able to function properly. But if the man malfunction, guess what? The woman malfunction, and the children also do. So it's kind of like God gave the greatest responsibility to the man. To the woman supposed to be a helper, and then the children it comes after. But if the man doesn't get it, guess what? That home is going to be broken. So I'm tempted to do a book review on that and also talk about the kingdom. What actually, as individual, what are we supposed to be doing here on earth? What is our responsibility? What are we supposed to be doing? What is the government supposed to be doing? What is a country, a nation supposed to be doing? How are we supposed to be acting in life? So those are the two things that I'm struggling right now that I want to do. I can do both, Maybe I'll do one and do the other one if I don't have any response for people that might be interested. So maybe I'll just choose one of them. Maybe I'll do the other one later, or maybe not. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Comment on my comment right here, or you can send me a message also on my messenger. If you don't want to comment here, you can send me a private message if you like. Yeah, so I don't want any calls from anybody, unless maybe if you write me, you want something you want to talk about, okay, then we can talk. But don't just call me, because some people just randomly call me. Like, no, that's not why I'm on Facebook. You want to call, send me a message. Hey, I'd like to talk to you about blah 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 blah. Okay, do you have time? Okay, I have time, you can call me and stuff like that. Yeah, so if I'm ignoring a call, it's not because I want to be mean, it's just that it's just the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, so let's go into questions, and then we're going to end the one today, and then two more, and then we'll wrap it up. So tomorrow, again, remember, we're going to be talking about we're going to divide it, the holism factors, the attributes that we just went through, into categories to the degree of their importance. So you don't want to miss that. So, okay. So, question. It's a yes or no question, basically. If you, even if you never achieve success, will you be happy? Nevertheless, will you be happy if you don't achieve success? It's either yes or no question. Okay? Will you be happy? Yes? No. And number two question. Success is inseparable from serving people. Yes or no? That's a question. Yes or no? The answer will be yes. And for the first one, the answer will be also be yes. Okay? So your family complains about lack of attention on your part. Does your family complain of lack of attention on your part? Do you? Yes. Sometimes. Or no? Do you give your family all the attention that they need? Do you make time for your family and all that kind of stuff like that? Do you agree with this statement that I'm going to read? Do not strive for success. The more you seek making it your goal, the more the risk of achieving it. Success, like happiness, can be pursued. It has to be birth. I just said it. Yes or no? The answer will be yes. And another question. People who fail in life are just weakling. People think that people who fail in life are just weakling. Do you agree with this statement? Yes. Partly. No. No, I don't think so. For me, it's a no. People who fail in life are not weakling. They just need to put more effort. They need to learn, because they're probably ignorance in some area that they need to get information in order for them to develop themselves. That's all they need. So they're not weakly at all. The other question, do you see the need of other people? Do you see the need for other people? Do you always give other people help that they need? Do you always do that? Is it always? Never? But you should always see the need of other people. When you see somebody crossing the road, they cannot cross the road, you need to be open, be sensitive to people around you. Oh, that person might need help, or carrying a load, or a woman might be struggling with something, or a lady might be struggling with something, or somebody might elder might be struggling with something. You need to say, oh, that person. Or when you're on the bus, for example, or the train, or wherever you're going, and you see a elderly standing up, and you're younger and you can bear it better, you can stand up and let that person sit. Or if you see a pregnant woman standing up, you can say, hey, come and have a seat, or something like that. So you have to see the need of other people, not just be blinded and be in your own world and walking through the streets of wherever you are. Okay, so I'm gonna round up with assignments. It's a practical assignment that you need to do, and for yourself. Okay, that's gonna help you So I'm going to do this question again. Okay. I just ask it. I'm going to ask it again. So, do you agree with this statement again? Do not strive for success. For success. The more you seek it, making it your goal, the more you risk not achieving it. Okay? Success, like happiness, can be pursued, right? It has cannot be pursued. It has to be birthed out of you. You can't pursue success. Success, you have to birth it, basically. Okay? So, the assignment on this statement that I've read it now 3 times. Oh, this is the fourth time. I can remember. So you need to write down your reason and compare them with those that describe the holistic personality about success. Okay, that I've gone through. Maybe you might be making notes, or you can go back and read it and see what I said. And based on that, you can answer this question. Okay, number 2, you need to analyze how you treat people whose status is lower than yours. How do you treat people whose status are lower than yours? If your answer leaves much to be a desire, think about how can you help them. If you treat people with lower status different, you don't see them value, you just treat them anyhow because you see somebody's begging us to it, you think that you're better than them. So how do you treat them? How you respond? And if your response is kind of negative, how can you help them to have a better life? How can you help them to boost them? Or in your workplace, or if you're a manager, you have a higher position and you have your genius, how can you help them to improve themselves in stuff like that? Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. Have a good day and wonderful day, and God bless you, and peace, and bye for now. Bye. That make the both of us. That make the both of us. Yeah. Me too. Me. You forget to say, first of all, now that question goes for you. You forget to say